This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That good for 19 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful.
That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked out by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Ryan to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
4 minutes left. They got the ball. This is where Russell makes his money right here, boy. Packers fans are shitting on themselves right now.
Ready? 95-56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Breeze now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Kamara. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready? Yellow lady. 45. Been a long game for you. Q. 21. Q. Tighten up.
They'll run it with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Switch it. Kill.
This is Zach Line, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ryan. It's caught. Nelson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the shotgun, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Who able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Yeah, I just tied it up, 7-up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He's pretty decent.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. You're good, you're good. That's 4, ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Ryan. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Alpha. Let's get off the field. 20. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check nickel. Hey, 59, ready.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Hey, Charlie. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
47's the Mike. 47. Hey, Mike 7. Face, face. Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Yeah. You don't want none. 39. He's crossing. He's checking crap.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
51, check, check. General West. Hey, Echo. Go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, 47. Here we go. All day defense. Wait. 5.
Now Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
Well, credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Now a first down carry. It's Camaro. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Don't get nervous. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 43. Check back.
They run it again with Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Brees. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
I'm going back to you.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, wait. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Rush in. Rush 51. Down. Under 10. Under. Got it. Watch twist. Hey, zoom. Twist.
This time Ryan will throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar.
That nigga deadass looks like Aaron Rodgers with a beard. Yeah. Hawaiian Aaron Rodgers. fucking missed the field goal. It's fucking
just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
45.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On first down, Murray. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, box truck.
Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Hey, exit.
Now Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Breeze now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Damn. I fucking hate when that happens. I tried to switch my defense, and he got me, and I couldn't. It was because I saw the matchup. I was trying to switch the
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Breeze. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Damn, man, that was bullshit, though. I tried to switch my
Morstead out
defense
now
on third
following the
down.
touchdown to kick.
That shit was crazy. I got 80 yards.
The Falcons take over
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That was crazy, though. I had him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah, let's go 7. 56. Months 56. You got nothing.
Ryan to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Damn, that's bullshit.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, South. Months 47. We got to get. Hey, 59, ready. 47, Mike. 47.
Here's Ryan.
Push it back.
Caught by Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Damn, yo, he be blitzing me. He's gonna blitz me right now. Fuck.
21. Hey, I can reach Trey. Delta.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ryan now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
shit up, man.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation of the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for New Orleans, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That nigga's lucky as fuck he beat me. Yeah. That was a great game, though. Yeah, he got a pick 6 at the end. It was a tip pick 6 too. It was gay.